Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Leigh-Anne and I'm joined by Micah and Einstein. And we are Tinkerclub. Here's our Tinkerer's Manifesto. Oops, we'd like to start our calls reviewing why we're here. We don't build in silos. We celebrate what's in progress. Everyone is a builder. Show don't tell. We experiment fast, fail forward, and learn in public. Our contribution fuels innovation, and we don't just talk about the future, we build it. So here we go. We're going to share what we've been tinkering with. A lot of the stuff that I've been tinkering with has been related to the business, thinking about what is the compelling offering and starting to seek help from people. But Mike has been actually tinkering with apps. So I will stop presenting and ask Micah to share what he's been working on.
Yeah, no, for sure. That sounds great. And yeah, I was sick actually for most of the weekend. So I was stuck in my office. And
Hmm.
what do you do when you're stuck in your office? You tinker. So that's what I did. And I had some very interesting, like usual, learnings. So I'm going to share my screen, I think. Here,
Mhm.
you see my screen.
Yep. It's loading. Yep.
Yeah. Where I started was I wanted to actually take this app, which is an app that I had created, which is a gold app. And I actually showed you a while ago what this is. And I wanted to transfer it from Repl.it, which I'm paying for, and it
Mhm.
is limited in what you can do with it,
Okay.
to something like Cursor or VS Code.
Mhm.
Then I would have a little
Mhm.
more capability to change it and update it and do things that I wanted to. Within something like Repl.it, you can create a quick POC. So I can show you the POC really quickly here. So close. So this is what I had created in Repl.it, and I shared it with people, and it broke, like it did what it did.
Yeah.
And this is where the goals are. So it's AI forward, meaning that like I built AI into it. So when you create a goal, you type in the goal and then you get a suggestion and it creates everything for you. And then you
Mhm.
add generate next task with the AI, and it can, I'll give you an example. The project positivity for Einstein. So this is Einstein. So we wanted to create, this is what it helped me do. And then I completed some of the tasks, like
Oh, cool.
initially daily log calendar, development with Einstein, and like all this stuff. So we did this, the dog, and then you can see analytics as well. So this is,
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's like stuck in Repl.it, which is irritating, right? So
Mm.
then what I thought is, well, let's just drop the entire code into Cursor and let's
Okay. See what
let's
happens.
remake it and redo it.
Okay.
So then I moved the code so you can like download the code from Repl.it, download it as a
Okay.
zip,
Okay.
and then I pushed it to Cursor and I said, hey, let's just transfer this from where it is to Firebase and redo it.
Yeah.
And so eventually we went through all the iterations and I did create an application that was very similar to this. And then I uploaded and I deployed it. And what happened was I got a runtime error that
Mm.
started to eat through my Firebase limits. And it was like, it was just going crazy.
Oh,
So,
no.
yeah. So I was like, "Oh, this is, like, really bad because like, I'm starting to have to pay. I think they're going, like, off the wall." Yeah. So I had to delete the entire project, and I had to call Google, and I said, "Hey, is everything okay?" It was, but then I realized, so, like, the way to do this, you wanna replicate something
Mhm.
in Cursor or windsurf or whatever you may be using in terms of an IDE or like agent to help you with the coding.
Mhm.
You don't take an old project and drop it and recreate it.
God. Okay.
That's not the way to do it. What I did was, so I did this again. So I'm making for this project, I'm making this. So it's a React, actually, here. This is a React application that I created.
Okay.
So basically, what it is again is a health app. So
Cool.
you have a food gallery, takes the food, you scan the food with the camera, and then it gives you all of this information.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It works really well, and it
You
records
took
it.
the photo and then AI is giving you all that information?
Yeah, it's giving,
Neat.
yeah, the calories, the portion size, where the data is coming from, the benefits and concerns, and the health score, and it explains
Mhm.
that as well. So I've been tracking all of my food intake, and it gets pretty much everything right. And if it doesn't get it right, like this said chicken soup, but it's
Mhm.
not chicken soup, it's togani soup, which is like a beef broth soup.
Oh,
So
okay.
then you can edit it and rescan it with the new name,
Right, right, right.
and it will give you the correct information.
Wow. Okay.
And then you can analyze your food, you can create goals. This is all AI centered. So you can get a suggestion of the goals here, like these would be my
Mhm.
goals. And it will explain what you want to do in terms of goals. You can scan stuff from your refrigerator. And then eventually what you can do is meal planning and food recommendations.
Oh, wow.
So like you can
That's
have,
really cool. I really like this.
yeah. So this is something I built. And then what I wanted to do was I wanted to move this to an Android app and
Mhm.
an iOS app. And
But it's not like reactive,
it's a React app.
but it can't be a web-based app that just changes the way that it looks depending on it's that it can, but you're thinking you still want it to be,
So yeah,
um
it looks really good
yeah.
as a web-based app as well.
Yeah, yeah. So why an app?
But I still want it in the Apple store and I want it in the Android store because that will open further sales
Mhm.
opportunities and it gives you more legitimacy. So that's what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
So then
Mhm.
there's a thing called React Native,
Yes. Okay.
which will transfer this into a Apple centered iOS app and a Android app. So if again, redo this,
Mhm.
but then bringing back to the situation I had. So I tried to just take this folder with this React app, which I already created,
Mhm.
and redo it as a native React app. And again, I spent like hours on end trying to transfer each of the different pieces, and
Wow.
things went off the rails again. And I realized the way you can do it is you just take pictures of what I already created, and then you ask it to redo it.
Really?
Yeah, and that was
Like the output or the code?
the output. So I don't give it any
Wow.
code. It created the code for the native React
I
app.
guess that's what it wow. Okay.
Yeah, and that was a much better way. It took me like an hour and a half to take the pictures,
Wow.
work with it to redo it,
Yeah.
and then connect the Firebase was much easier then, which is the database. So when you log in as Micah, then you can see what's here, and you can see what's when it's downloaded as a iOS app. And then I was able to finish the iOS app over the weekend.
No way.
Yeah, yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. So it was
You were able to do all of this while being sick.
I would say
Imagine you at 100% health.
I was stuck in a room. Nobody would let me out of
Yeah.
the room. Yeah. In a similar vein, just to close the loop, when I got to here, and remember we had talked a while back about putting
Mhm.
goals and stuff inside here.
Yep.
So then again, I thought about it and I thought, hey, like the Repl.it one is really cool, but actually
Yeah.
want that functionality here. So
Mhm.
then created it. So if we go
Nice.
into the admin here, and then we go into the notes hub here.
This looks nice. Look at this layout.
Yeah. Then you
You
click
made this look really good.
add a note. And
Yeah.
then what you can do here is get an AI suggestion.
Okay.
So type in what? Treat Einstein that are with regular checkups or whatever. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
And then if you ask for it, it's going to think about it.
Mhm.
And then it's going through I don't, the OpenAI API.
Yep.
And then it's going to give you, hey, so this is what it treat Einstein better, ensuring our pets like Einstein receive checkups. And so,
Oh, that's so cute. There's like a little analysis. I like
yes,
that.
it's like
That's
a
a nice
little
touch.
analysis.
Because
So,
what's interesting is like it's that feedback loop, right? It's letting the end user know what the AI is thinking. Very good.
yeah, so I created this and it was much quicker with
And
this
then what
new,
regular means. That's pretty cool. Sorry.
yeah. So this is what I spent my time doing. And this was the addition of the Repl.it piece. And then the last part will be to like create follow-up tasks. And then I think I'll be
That would
happy
be
with,
nice. Yeah.
I'll let it, I'll stop.
I know. That's my and it's totally my problem. So
Yeah.
great.
The other thing that I did do is when you talked about it, I made it so it works on, it didn't work before on mobile. So,
Mhm.
so
And
now
now it does.
it looks good in mobile.
Perfect. Way to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was what I spent my time the entire weekend doing, tinkering in yeah, at some point I think you have to stop.
That's where I'm at, right? So I've stopped, but then there's still a bug within that small POC that I have user, or like it's the transition from a guest user to a registered user viewing their responses. I can't do it. So then I'm like, maybe I don't show them the questions and responses because it seems to be a lot. So I'm like, okay, why don't I take that out of the results page? So I'll show you what I mean. Let me
Yeah.
just pull that up. So this is where, hold on, let me just load it before we, and I'm still using Lovable.
Yeah. And I think we can have a discussion about that because I think I can point out a potential resolution to your issue.
But
Yeah.
I haven't published it yet because I haven't decided. If I am logged in, so I'm like, I can see the issue. Okay. So I haven't been, let me see if I've got anything like this. Hold on one second. I hate these things. Like, how do I get rid of saved info? Okay. Hold on. I think I don't know what my usernames are here.
Yeah. I go through, please.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Please stop, please. Ah, there you go. Success. So before I was seeing way too many completed assessments and I was like, I should see the one that I completed. So at least I got this. And then I want them to be able to view their assessment, when they completed it, what the overall maturity score is, and then the immediate next steps with a schedule a consultation. But here I am before. I was able to display what they responded,
Mhm.
which I think is nice and friendly, but I can't get it. So I'm like, when viewing assessment results, the answers aren't displayed correctly. It's still not happening. Not sure why they can't see it. I don't know if this is an access issue or what. I'm like at the stage of, do I just pull it? Is this
The
the
bottom
reason?
answers and questions, are you just gonna not show it to them and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
they already did those?" That's a solution.
Yeah, right. But I'm going to try one last time. Is this a permissions thing? It's been so fun just talking to it like this. And then it just will assess and then look and then attempt to fix it. That's what I really love about these things. So fast. Here we go. What's the issue? Looking at the console logs. Undefined value. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's could be something in Supabase. Whoops. I didn't mean to kick out totally, but I wanted to kick. Oh, I don't want to go there. I want to actually look at my database. Okay, so here, update the components to better handle the update. Detailed logging improves the handling. Okay, let's see. I don't know what this means. So now if I go to dashboard, I can see the completed assessments, view results. Show me the money. No answer selected.
Uh,
Yeah,
and then you're just, like, cycling through this. It's taking a lot of time. Yeah.
it is. And then and then for every single message that I'm having, it counts towards my credits.
So, yeah. So, just a couple thoughts.
Okay. Yep.
So, I've obviously, I've run into the same issues
Yeah.
where you cycle and it actually ends up being hours and hours.
This is what right, and it's been and then it's days because I've had to drop this because I needed to work on something else. So this can take forever.
So, the way I would resolve it is, like, I think so there's in the end, keeping this in Lovable may be the best way for you to go, because
Mhm.
created in Lovable and you saw the issues that I had when I tried to move it from the application, what was it called again? Repl.it
Uh-huh.
to another application. The difference here between Lovable and Repl.it is you can download the file and also use the Git repository.
I know, I love that.
If you can use the Git repository, it means that you can clone the application into something like Cursor.
Mhm.
What that would help you with, so just quickly, like a
Yep.
purchase subscription would cost you, I don't know, I think the initial subscription is like $20.
For Replit or for what? For Cursor?
I'm
Okay.
not, don't quote me on that exact
Yeah.
amount, but it's not too expensive and you can do it for 1 month. So that's what
Yeah.
I don't commit to long-term contracts.
Yeah.
Um, but what you could do is connect that, clone it pretty easily.
That's right.
And then the difference between what Lovable, see, remember what I said in Repl.it, it's a closed universe, meaning that you have to use the tools that Repl.it's using. You have to use the tools that Lovable's using.
That's exactly right. Yes.
So with this application, I would suggest you continue to use those tools. So you would use Superbase, which is fine.
Yeah.
Stay with it.
Yeah.
And then when you set it up to be on the web to host it, you use, what did you use for that?
Netlify.
So you continue to use Netlify.
Yeah.
You use everything that you already use. Only thing that you're not using is Lovable. The reason that you would move it is the LLM that Lovable is using is whatever they're using. But if you use Cursor, you
Yeah.
can use Anthropic's 3.7, which is the newest of the new, which would resolve this issue.
Okay.
Like the previous version that I was using, for example, for Anthropic, couldn't resolve the issues that, I was trying to resolve, or even
Mm,
the new iOS, sorry, OpenAI, different LLMs, they couldn't resolve it. But if you're using something like Cursor, you can flip through these different LLMs because they're all provided.
gotcha. Right.
And then if one can't do it, then you say, okay, fine. And that's
Mhm.
why I'm not really worried about my application not working in the future, because
Right.
these LLMs are getting smarter and smarter, and you can flip out a smarter one that will resolve the issue.
Mm,
And they're like way smarter than we are.
they are way smarter than we are. Okay. I'm going to
So,
sign in as myself as a system administrator because I know I can see it as a, okay.
but I think if you were to do something like that, it would take you a good weekend to stand
Yeah,
it up.
exactly. Oh, see, and it's not even smart enough. Okay. Assessment responses. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So is it this one? Completed date. Great. Where's my please? See, what's interesting here is what I wanted was for as a system administrator, see all of the actually I should. Oh, there, please the demo. Okay, view. See, I can see the selected answer.
Yeah.
So I that's why I feel like it's a permission thing.
It's probably a permission thing. Could be a routing thing. So like
Uh-huh.
it's routing like from the database. So you're
Yeah.
using a base, and it's routing, or it's not fetching the correct information to push it to there, to
Yeah.
where you want it. So you could ask it like in the question
Oh, I got it.
prompt,
It did
is
it.
it there?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, what did you like, it fixed it?
I said, "It's still not there," and so it said, there was a mistype error in the results file."
Uh-huh.
Because the object being passed is convert to numeric answers. So I don't know, something about the numeric answers. I don't know why I had that, but is everything else working? Yeah. Oh my God. Praise the Lord. Now I can publish. Do you know how long? I've been, it's been forever.
Usually, like, you need somebody online, even
Yeah.
if you even if, like, they're saying something different, but then it works.
Yeah. Oh my God. And it's also the, if you complain about it enough, then it works. Okay, so now the question is sign in. This is published. So please just show me the money. As so now the question is, so one of the things that I also wanted to test, it's still so I got feedback from you saying that it was like really long, so I shortened it. The one piece that I still have to do is like progress. Question
Uh-huh.
one of how many. So that was like another piece that I wanted to do. Okay. Phew. And then this also does the same thing. If I inspect it, it should be, oh, wait, where's that thing? Where's that? Oh, great. Where's the thing that you go to see the different layout?
There is a button, I think maybe if you press on the 3 dots, it's one of those left-hand side buttons. Yeah, the settings stuff, let's see.
Device emulation.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Thank you. So from a device, a mobile device, it looks really nice. It's just still a little long and you have to scroll to see all of the options.
Yeah, it looks really good, I think, like, in terms of
The desktop experience, I feel like I could use a little bit more like white space or like the sides. Mm,
yeah, and then in terms of just tweaking the UI to make sure that, like, things show up
yeah.
correctly, you just take a like, a screenshot and say, "Hey, look at it, it's a little bit off." You just
Yeah.
increase the frame.
So this works. Cool. Oops. That's small.
Yeah, it's interesting when you put it into, like, tablets,
Yeah.
but it looks good.
This one looks good, but it's still not rendering completely.
Yeah, it's moving. Yeah,
Yeah. This
it
is weird. Is it because of the zoom? Am I zoomed in? Then can you do that on an app?
it looks like you're zoomed in.
Yeah, there we go. I'm not zoomed in anymore. The menu is not responsive.
Yeah,
That's huge. I need the menu to be responsive, like how yours is responsive. See how it had you like with yours, it had the
it's a hamburger menu, yeah.
yes, it's much better. Mine is not responsive.
Yeah, you need to, like, because if the items go over the number of items,
Mhm.
then a hamburger menu works well.
Totally. Okay, that's a good one too. So now the question is, do I need that before I go live? I don't know.
I don't think so,
I don't think so either,
I don't
right?
think so.
Yeah. Just get going.
Yeah, I
Well, I
think
think
you
the
you
very first thing that I really want to do is I just want people to take the assessments. That's it.
yeah,
Like creating them is a whole nother ball of wax. Just want them to take an assessment as part of, the sales process and the validation process, things like that.
yeah, no, no, for sure. Gotta get it out there. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start to get people to use my applications. Gotta get them on the applications and just testing them out, and then also for you, it's doing the assessments, so that for sure.
Cool. We've got progress. Thanks for walking me through that bug. That's the best.
That
All right. I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
yeah, yeah,
All
no, it
right.
was
Any other closing remarks?
no, I think we're just gonna continue on Tinker, but also look for connections, get business, like, do everything, but excited. It
Exciting.
it's
All
Monday.
right. Yeah, right. All right. Well, see you all again the next time. For now.
Okay, bye.